I am up here gonna do some shooting today, and with me I have my Winchester Model 70 270. I've been shooting this gun since 2014 and it's always just been amazing. But I figured deer season is coming up. I've been seeing deer running around in my backyard lately, so I figured it is time. I need to get on this and start shooting, making sure I'm accurate, making sure I'm comfortable, and really making sure I'm dialed in. So that's what I'm here doing today. I'm not gonna shoot a lot. I'm just gonna be shooting a few rounds just to see where I'm at. And then I'm gonna continue to shoot as the season keeps approaching, just to make sure, like I said, I am comfortable and I am prepared for the season. So this gun is dialed in currently at 200 yards. Well, it should be anyways. I haven't shot it since last year, so it could have got bumped. Anything could have happened, but it is zeroed in at 200 yards, I think. And so I'm gonna be shooting it today at about 90 yards just because the current setup I have is only out to 90 yards. And right now we have hay and corn growing in our field, so I don't really want to go and disturb any of that. So here I am. Let's check it out. This is my shooting table that I take with me everywhere. It is very lightweight. As you can see, I can like hold it with one hand, and it's really easy to set up. So you just pop out the legs here. I just finished setting up my table. What I love is it is super lightweight. I can lift it with one arm, and it's easy to set up, tear down, travels awesome. And it holds up to, I believe, 300 pounds, which is really nice because pretty much everyone I shoot with, we've all been able to use it. And the seat rotates so you can easily switch from right to left without having to pull pins to turn it, which is really nice. The downfall of it, which isn't a huge deal, but it's just something because I'm a little nitpicky, is this surface area right here is pretty slippery, which is an easy fix. I can just get some rubber spray coating to put on it. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. So when I shoot currently, things kind of slide around here and there, which, like I said, is not a huge deal. But with that being said, I'm gonna move on and finish setting up. Today I'm shooting my Winchester Model 70 in 270 caliber, and I've been shooting this gun since 2014. This is actually what I used to shoot my New Mexico elk, and I've been using it ever since on Whitetail pretty much every season, although I have used other guns during seasons as well, as sometimes I hunt out of state and have the opportunity to use more than one firearm. But my firearm of choice for Whitetail is definitely my Model 70 270. Anytime I'm hunting whitetail, I'm actually using Deer Season XP. The reason that I use it is because it has a large polymer tip, which causes for more rapid expansion. And so when it goes in, it expands. It's designed specifically for deer and whitetail deer. So that's what I use. It hasn't let me down yet. And I've been using it for, I think, 6 or 7 years now. So like I said, I'm not gonna change what's working, especially when I know it works well. Yes, this is a great setup and I absolutely love it. It has low recoil, but with that being said, I think a huge part of hunting and being successful is how much you prepare. So shot placement is key, and you really got to practice, because it doesn't matter if you have the best setup in the world without having practice and being confident in your shot. You're just not going to be successful and you're going to wound a lot of animals. So this is key, is just practicing, and it doesn't matter what setup you have, but you need to practice. And then I also forgot to mention, so my scope, I'm using the Swarovski Z5. It's probably a little overkill for this gun, especially where I'm hunting. Typically where I'm hunting in New York, I'm only shooting a distance of 200, 250 yards at the very max. So my shots are relatively close. So like I said, that scope's probably a little overkill, but it's crystal clear and I absolutely just love it. I actually run Swarovski scopes on pretty much all of my firearms. I have a couple that are different. I have a Nikon on one of my older ones, but just depends what I'm shooting. I'm just going to set up my target right now. For my target, I'm just using a paper stand. And I like to use one that shows the grid lines on it, because that way it's easier to calculate for how far you're off, and that way you can adjust accordingly and very easily without having to struggle a lot. So when you're sighting in guns or just shooting for fun, highly recommend a grid target. It actually just started thundering. I just heard it, and it's not supposed to rain for a couple more hours, but I'm gonna try to get this through quick. So I'm just gonna shoot one at a time since I'm kind of just sighting in. This is the first time I shot this gun this year, and we'll see where I'm hitting. I'm close. There's about like a half inch, it looks like, above the very center. Shoot again, see where we're at. Just shot. This gun is sighted in at 200 yards, at least that's what I sighted it in at last year, and I haven't shot it since last year, but it looks like it's still right on. So sighted in at 200 yards, but shooting at only about 80 or 90, I'm gonna be an inch or so high. And that from back there looks about where I was, so I'm walking up just to check it out to see where I'm actually hitting on the target. So I shot 4 rounds. We'll see if we can find all 4. They better be right here. So right here we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 of them are right there. So I'm consistently going to the right. And then we have that one. This was actually the second shot and all the rest. So the first shot, second, third, and fourth are all right there. So I'm right where I want to be. I got to work on my trigger pull consistency here. But yeah, looks good.